G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. We're in a killer city. We're about to do some shady stuff, I suppose, by planting some evidence at Laredo Firearms. But yeah, the previous episode was kind of interesting. We got to play around a little bit more with base building. Nothing too crazy, but I did sort of spend quite a long time deciding, you know, which planet to set up our first base on. Well, it's not exactly our first base, is it? We did get rid of the other two bases, so we only have the one outpost now, and it's gathering some of the basic materials that we will need for future base building. Hopefully it goes well. We did also build the armillary, and that houses all of our relics. Hopefully there are no attacks going on right now. I assume the game will actually tell us if we do eventually get attacked. But yeah, I'm just sort of hoping that things are tucked away and safe and secure for the moment. Right, let's head into Laredo and let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't get caught.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
And hopefully we don't have to like shoot anyone or anything like that. I'm wondering if I have stuff that I can sell. I don't think so. It'd be good if I did, because they would probably accept the majority of things here at Laredo Firearms, but anyway. I'm surprised that they're just like happy to let us go through here. So okay. They don't seem to be securing a lot of their stuff at all. There's a restroom here. Do I need to crawl into the vents or anything like that? Maybe not. It seems like I could just like walk in and nothing really happens here. Oh, okay, we've got someone sitting at this desk here. Can't seem to interact with this guy.
Customers up here.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not looking, so let's do this. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I can actually just walk in there and do my thing, or if I need to sort of distract him somehow, or wait for him to leave, perhaps. There we go. Right, we're completely hidden. I guess we do get detected pretty quickly, though. Let's just be extra careful here. He still doesn't see us. Alright, and we need to plant that evidence, right? So there we go. Now there is a computer here, and you know, since we're already breaking the law and everything, we may as well check out what's on this computer as well, see if we can learn anything about Laredo Firearms. Yeah, security here definitely seems pretty lax, to be honest. It was very easy to make our way up here and to actually get access to stuff. Announcements. Reminder, security training. This is a reminder to all employees that security training is mandatory and must be completed by the end of the month. Okay, well, it makes sense. They sell guns, so you'd want people to be trained on security. Quarterly update. As you should all be aware, our quarterly meeting is fast approaching. Attendance is not mandatory, but secure connections are required. We encourage anyone who wishes to join to contact IT to confirm their setup is secure. Well, whoever owns this computer has completely failed. Press inquiries. We know the press has recently reached out to several members of our staff. Should you be contacted, please reach out to a public relations representative before responding in order to avoid any unforeseen repercussions. Right. I think we're done here. Let's just try and get out of this room before this guy notices us. Yeah, surprised that there are no cameras and stuff like that, you know. Done and done. Alright, so I guess we just need to go back to Ryujin Industries and report in, complete that mission, and while we're there on Neon, we should be able to then look into a few of the other activities that we've got going on there. So let's get moving.
You keep everything on the level and we'll get along grand.
I'm not entirely sure if we've spoken to Justin Sneed.
Just do your business and move along. Then we'll be all friendly-like.
Okay, he doesn't seem to want to interact too much.
Gets a full Laredo guarantee. I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. Thank you for coming by.
Aquila's one of...
And I wonder if by doing that particular mission with Ryujin Industries, whether or not it's going to affect anything moving forward into the future. Like, for example, whether or not we'd be able to do some quest lines with Laredo, for example. Anyway, let's head to... Oh, I guess we don't need to go to the ship from here. We can simply... maybe we can simply check in on our mission and fast travel that way. Alright, here we are. Ryujin Industries tower is over there.
You didn't take
Equipment and accessories for all your
Alright.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself.
Job's done, boss.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Cakewalk. They'll never see it coming.
Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
Aren't I legally allowed some sort of break?
We expect our employees to self-manage when it comes to breaks. I recommend taking a moment whenever you feel that stress may be getting the better of you. Just be mindful of your time. This job requires a clear head.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's basically corporate speak for, no, not really any breaks. Definitely get all of the work done, otherwise you're fired. Alright, well, I'm ready for whatever's next.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
Okay. What do you need the keycard for?
We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it.
Any suggestions on getting the keycard?
A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap.
Alright, well, let's get started then.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Okay, so optional, wear a suit or a security guard uniform. So, that's interesting. I wonder if we actually have a suit sitting anywhere. If we do, we'll try and get that, or a security guard uniform. I'm not sure where we can actually obtain that. Let's take a look at this mission a little bit more. Retrieve the security keycard. I need to obtain a security keycard in Neon security and do my best not to get caught. Okay, so our opponent, if that's the right word, the people we're stealing from is Neon security. So it's kind of interesting. Right, well, I'm gonna put this on the back burner for a little bit, and we'll actually take a look at some of this other stuff that's going on in Neon. So, I've agreed to help Tevin deal with Headlock, a Sekgu thug that's been terrorizing his shop. I should go to Frankie's grab and go and ask about him. Alright, let's do that. Since we're, you know, here in Neon.
I better do this right.
And accessories for all your acting needs.
Another day, another shift.
Yeah, so if I don't actually have a suit on me in the ship, I'm not entirely sure where I can actually buy myself a suit. Maybe if I go to like some traders or something like that? Potentially.
Ebbside's a bad place for tourists these days.
If the gangs can keep from killing each other,
So,
I just might have a good day.
if I steal a security guard outfit from somewhere, that might also work, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to that. Yeah, Frankie's grab and go.
Bet I have credits to spend.
Gangs think they run this
Shuichi
city,
Kanamatsu.
but I don't see people building statues of them. You're bothering me.
I don't care. I bother who I want to bother.
And I don't have to listen.
That's fair. What do you do for work around here?
I work the warehouses. Clock in, clock out, mind my business. Gangs leave me alone. You should too.
Is there any reason you're so short with people?
It's one of my rules, and it served me well. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Fact is, I'm not a good man. Best keep your distance.
Maybe he's a ex-con or something. You have a set of rules you live by?
Yeah, keep things short. Don't drink on the job, drink every minute after. Never play cards with a street rat. Don't love what you can't respect. That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule.
You're not a good man.
No, I'm not.
I remember you. You were muscle for Syndicate back in the day.
So I did. But that was before the war. So yeah, I've killed people. Some of them even deserved it. Not all, but some. And every so often, I get strangers coming up to me wanting payback. But I'm still here.
How did you end up a soldier?
I was young. Stupid, really. Thought I could win the war all by myself, so I joined the Freestar Militia. Ended up killing more people in a week than all my years here. And if you see enough shit, you lose your edge. Now, I just drink. Yeah, we're done here.
Interesting character. I wonder if there's any mission that would actually bring us back to him. Anyway, let's have a chat here.
Paying customer. You lost, kiddo?
Oh, yeah?
I'm not gonna steal anything if that's what you're thinking.
Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
Okay, yep. Got some jank already. Did something happen?
Course something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say, those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them.
What do you sell here?
Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs.
Open a shop in New Atlantis or Sidonia if you don't like trouble.
And live in a UC? No thanks. Besides, I ain't about to let a few undesirables chase me away from what I've built here.
It's getting pretty late. What time is it?
I've got no idea.
How much business do you get back here?
I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew.
What type of people are your non-regular customers?
Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin.
You said you started this business with your husband.
Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop.
Oh my god, Bethesda, enough already! Tevin Anastas told me a thug named Headlock hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
I really need to know where he is.
How am I supposed to know where he is?
Look, I just need information. Nothing will ever connect back to you.
I hope I can trust you.
So you're saying no now, but if I annoy you enough, you'll say yes eventually, right?
That's a good one. You just won't give up, will you? Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand him. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
How do you know Headlock?
He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track.
He's been terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
If you can't stand Headlock, why do you care what I do with him?
I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed.
I just want to talk to him.
That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Until next time.
Jeez. And this person isn't even working here. He's just like some random dude. Get out of here, man. Seriously. Okay. Oh, Bethesda.
Yeah,
God.
Let's get
Alright,
to it.
so we know his whereabouts. Now, whether or not we're actually going to kill him really depends on him, right? Like, if he causes trouble, I won't hesitate to just put a bullet in him, really, because I've had enough with all these NPCs, man. Especially these gangsters. But yeah, we'll see. If we can intimidate him to sort of stop bothering people, that'd be the most ideal outcome. Yeah, you know what? One thing that I'm not entirely sure of is whether or not there's actually any other landable area on Volai Alpha. It doesn't look like it. It's like entirely covered in water, right? So really, the only reason for us to come to Volai Alpha is to visit Neon. I mean, why would you set up a city on a water planet? Oh, I guess it's because the fish have hallucinogenic properties or whatever. That's what they use to make Aurora, obviously. Ooh, I'm just looking at our pistol here, but we are running low on ammo. Might want to switch that out sometime soon. We might want to prepare for some persuasion, maybe. Yeah, it's just sitting down there. Quite a few of these folks.
Back off.
Syndicate gangsters. Right, well, let's actually take something here. I don't know what we actually have. I'm sure we have hyperliters, but maybe I'll just do... Do we have some sparkling wine, maybe? Yeah, that'll be enough.
If you're not here to do business, you'd best leave before we get pissed off. And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in?
You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
What gang were you in before you joined Sekgu?
The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them.
Maybe the Ebbside Strikers were just sick of you and then wanted you to leave.
Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
It's a wise thing to do.
Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time.
Security will eventually have to get involved, and they won't go easy on you.
It's annoying how you're making sense right now.
If you keep trashing all the shops, you won't be able to buy anything from anywhere.
I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. I can't believe I'm saying that. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer.
I can still attack him if I want to. We're done here. I'll be on my way.
Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
Mate, you have no chance. I would drop you like a fly. instantly. I mean, what level are these guys? I'm not entirely sure if we can actually tell. Anyway. Oh, actually, I've just realized, but there's a couple of animals on this planet somewhere that we could scan. I mean, I have no idea where we would even start. Are we talking heat leeches or... Anyway, alright, so we have completed the request. We just need to return to the Emporium to complete it, I suppose. So let's go ahead and do that. Tevin! Good news.
Be careful. Headlock is a dangerous gentleman.
I took care of Headlock. He won't be messing with you anymore.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help.
Cool.
Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
So I suppose if we were thinking of decorating our outpost or even our house, maybe we could actually come here, buy a few exotic looking things to, you know, place in different locations. Anyway, let's move on. Again, since we are still here in Neon, we may as well continue with some Neon related activities. So, balancing the books. Ryujin technician Hafik Hamza has asked me to recover a slate with some classified intel. He suggested I speak to a panhandler in Neon who he's interacted with on several occasions. Alright, well, let's do that. Just over here. Again, back in Ebbside.
I have to eat fish for dinner.
Okay, this is not where I was expecting to go. What? I don't remember this place at all. I don't think we've been here. Maybe it's like these different types of fish that we might be able to scan or something. Off-world eats. Quick shop. Huh. Just have general goods, I guess?
I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now, but I'll try and help. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters.
I hope nothing terrible has happened.
I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it.
I assume nothing will change your mind?
I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't.
Okay. I wonder if this becomes an activity and we just have to come back after a day or something. She seems distraught about something. What's going on here? Seafood. Okay.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands.
Okay, we can't actually talk to people while we're crouched, apparently.
Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare?
Here you go.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
You have a place to stay?
Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough.
She's wearing a garbage bag. I guess it keeps the water out, but... have you been panhandling for long?
About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it.
Feedback? Okay. You don't need any tips from me.
I don't know. You can learn something from just about anyone. But I did put you on the spot, so no biggie.
Region technician wanted to know if you found any slates.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind resistant.
I can find all your old spreadsheets in exchange for the slate, if you want.
That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Okay, find the spreadsheets near the employee break area.
Got a call someone's power kept going out?
Alright, this is kind of a weird mission, but okay. Oh, okay, there's several different spots. Napkin spreadsheet for March. I wonder if these things would have spawned already, even without us actually doing this mission. Let's not fall to our deaths, shall we? Okay. It's a bit difficult to access, but let's maybe do that. Okay, just one more. There we go. That wasn't too hard. Now what's going on around here? I guess this is all just Xenofresh employees doing their thing.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets weirder by the day.
Xenofresh Fisheries. Just gonna have a quick look, guys, as oh, we're trespassing. Okay. That's interesting. That's the first time I've seen things about trespassing, so I wish the game would have told you if you were trespassing going into, you know, the next instance or the next area. Could have gotten into trouble there. Anyway, let's head back. Maybe on the way, I just want to have a chat with maybe other store owners here.
Everything we serve is hot and fresh. Hey there. Welcome to Off-World Eats.
Feel like taking your taste buds on a trip around the settled systems?
Off-World Eats is an interesting name for a restaurant.
Well, thank you very much. My husband Lee and I have spent years sourcing the most interesting foods from other worlds. You can't find this type of cuisine anywhere else in Neon. We're very proud of our specialty menu.
Who's your husband?
Lee Leonard. We've been together for almost 5 years. Couldn't have gotten this restaurant open without him.
If it's so unique, business must be booming.
Well, that was our hope, but it hasn't worked out that way. Turns out that our little niece has also created our biggest hurdle. In order for this business to work, we need an ever-evolving menu. To do that, we need to constantly source ingredients from across the settled systems. Ever since we sold our ship, it's been difficult.
Why would you sell your ship?
When we first arrived, we needed every credit we had to open the restaurant. We kept the ship, but our pockets were empty. Then the bills started piling up, and we had to shift from paying for jump fuel to just keeping the doors open. After a while, it was obvious that keeping a ship we can't even afford to operate was a waste of money. So we sold it.
You could charter a ship and go on collecting expeditions.
That might work, but it would mean dumping all of the business operations onto Lee's shoulders while I was gone. I can't do that to him. Elatora, you're not here to listen to my life story. You're here to eat.
Well, let me stop talking so you can take a look at the menu and dig in. So, what will it be?
Let's take a look at their menu, actually.
Hope you're hungry.
Okay, well... It's not really anything special, is it? It's just... I thought they might have, like, some... unique items, but... doesn't look like it. Why open such an exotic business? Why open such an exotic business in the Neon's underbelly?
It's not by choice. I can promise you that.
The amount of money required to maintain a business around here is utterly ridiculous. It's borderline criminal. This space in the underbelly is literally all we can afford. It frustrates me to no end that we can't aim higher.
But you know what? All that really matters is that we have a solid roof over our heads, and people seem to enjoy what we've brought to Neon.
You mind telling me a little bit more about your husband, Lee?
Ah, not at all. We met on a Trident Starline's cruise around 8 years ago. I was a trained chef, and he was a nutritionist at Oishi. So we had a lot in common. We dated for a while, fell in love, and married only a year later. That's when we decided to pool our money and open this restaurant. Take your time, savor the aromas.
I could try and source some of the ingredients for you.
That would be so helpful. Thank you. What I need are any sort of exotic organic ingredients harvested from creatures or plants.
Okay. What qualifies as exotic?
It's actually simpler than it sounds. If you've never seen it before and you aren't horrified to eat it, then bring it to us. If it's edible, I can make a dish out of it.
I travel to other planets quite often, so I'll keep that in mind.
Excellent. Oh, there's one important thing you should keep in mind. Be careful when you're collecting. It's not worth getting hurt trying to harvest ingredients from a particularly hostile life form.
Alright.
Next time you're feeling hungry, look us up again.
Cool, so I'm not entirely sure about that quest that we've just received there. Did that add anything? Not exactly, but I'm guessing that maybe if we've got like alien meats and stuff like that we harvest from, any aliens that we have to kill, we can always come back here and just sell it off. I don't know if we get extra creds for doing that, but Xeno Fresh Seafood.
Welcome to Xeno Fresh Seafood. Welcome to Xeno Fresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl?
Troll? What's that?
Trawl is an extruded polypaste blend made from premium organic seafood caught only a few hundred meters from our location. It's healthy, tasty, delicious, and served in a convenient disposable applicator tube.
That actually does sound disgusting.
Please refrain from insulting Xenofresh products while you're on the premise while you're in the store. If you wish to register a complaint, please fill out one of our comment slates and submit it to our corporate office.
Okay. Fine. Give me a comment slate.
Yeah, we're currently out of comment slates. In the meantime, may I suggest you try a tube of trawl? It's won the Voli Benthic Cuisine Award 9 years in a row.
What's the real deal with Troll anyway?
Yeah, trust me, you don't want it. They take everything left over from the Aurora processing and grind it into a paste. Yeah, guts, bones, and all. And then they add some kind of oh god, what do they call it? Alginate? Yeah, they say they add that for vitamins. Gross, right?
Absolutely. You don't seem to like your job very much, but I can see why.
Hey, why don't you give me a break? I work at this shop all day, every day, elbow deep in trawl. It's gross. I mean, it totally sucks. Smelling like fish paste all the time. It doesn't scrub out. Believe me, I've tried. Look, I can't really talk about this. If they see me talking to a customer about anything but food, I'm gonna get fired and I can't lose this job. If they boot me out of here, I don't get my employee allotment of Aurora. Just give me a break, will ya?
Ah, okay, so that explains a lot. Let me see what you have for sale.
Prepare to know the true meaning of flavor.
Xenoyaki. Okay. Alright. I wonder what would happen if we actually gave him some Aurora, but anyway, we don't have any handy right now. We got your
Panhandling's
spreadsheets.
a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
Sweet. Okay. They better not ask me to, like, tie up loose ends or anything like that. I don't feel like killing people for this slate.
I'd rather not get mixed up with the Syndicate or gang.
Generdyne Industries. I think we've heard of these guys. I don't think we have any quest lines involving them just yet. Wonder if there's a way into the building that's hidden, you know.
I'm not gonna say this twice.
Ooh, okay, yep. Deliveries only. Interesting. Alright, well, we did complete that quest. We just need to return to Ryujin Industries for that one, so I might actually put that on the back burner until we actually do the main Ryujin Industries quest line. We do have applying for a job at Xenofresh Fisheries. And yeah, this is the thing with Yannick, right? Like, he wants to basically be able to, like, make some Aurora or something like that. Can't exactly remember the main quest line there, or the main storyline around that particular, quest line. Okay, and then there's this, meeting the Ebbside Strikers. Sounds interesting enough. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to join the Ebbside Strikers, but we'll see what happens when we do speak to them. I do need to just get back to Ebbside though.
You know I went to show speed.
Hang on. Going the right way? Apparently we are. And it takes us here to Madame Sauvage's. Was not expecting that at all. Ooh, okay. And we're going to be speaking to this Andrea Sandoval.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebbside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
If you're trying to scare me, you're failing badly.
Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is.
Tell me about the Ebbside Strikers.
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us.
What are the disciples like?
I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Psh, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined.
I've heard of your gang. I need to talk to the person in charge.
So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebbside Strikers.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship.
I'm not really interested in the Strikers.
Then beat it.
Oh, okay. Well, that ends the quest line. Maybe we should. Maybe we should.
Don't mess with the Strikers.
And yeah, let's just see where this takes me. I'm just not keen on, you know, getting innocents involved. But who knows? Maybe a little bit of gang warfare. If we can maybe take out both gangs. Okay, yep. Come on. It needs a little bit of help, apparently. There we go. Yeah, yep. Those are stairs. Good. Well done. Oh, okay. Apparently there's another level up. Yeah, we've seen this door before, and I think it was inaccessible. We needed a key or something. They literally occupy the storage room.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
So, interestingly, the Ebbside strikers sound like they're, yes, they're a gang of thugs and stuff, but sounds like they might have some principles. So, I'm kind of interested. I walk these streets like you. I remember what bastards the disciples are.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a crate rat like the rest of us. The fact you can get out, that says something. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do.
Why do you keep the gang from killing people?
Ebbside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to.
Alright, well, sign me up then.
Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
I used to live on these streets. I know how Neon works.
And you managed to claw your way out. That's a hell of a thing. Done anything special? Something that might impress us?
I'm involved with Constellation.
Right. So you're one of those stargazers. Sure, they visit here all the time. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebbside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware.
That doesn't really sound like a test. That sounds more like a task. Do I really need to take a test?
If you're a striker, it means the Disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck.
I wonder if this just simply backs you out. I think so. Alright, let's do it.
We're fully in alignment there. There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Okay. Acquire the Disciples' slates. Let's have a chat with all the other characters here.
Pull this off, and I'll be your #1 fan. Don't break a leg. because it's an audition. Whatever. You know where to find me.
Vogel Fuchsius.
I know Briggs said.
I feel like this guy is going to be a bit of a problem later on.
Don't blow it. It took weeks to find this lead.
If you
And
hurt
who's this?
any of the Strikers, I will break you. If you hurt any of the Strikers,
Okay,
I
fine.
will break you.
We have any potential evidence sitting around here?
Do what it takes to survive. You're no use to anyone dead.
Oh, Madame Sauvage
What can I
is
get you
here.
today?
Alright, let's head downstairs.
Yeah?
I wonder if I should load up on some velocity here. That might not be a bad idea.
City, am I right?
Sophia Grace.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon.
If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl.
Could you make yourself useful on a ship?
I think so. I've never been on one before, but I'm a quick learner and I'm trained for combat. I hear the space lanes are getting more dangerous every day. It might be nice to have a tough chick around, right?
I'll never say no to having more muscle on my crew.
Man, am I glad to hear that. Thank you so much. So, before we finalize anything, I should probably tell you that I'm a member of the Disciples. If that changes your mind, I get it. Not everybody likes associating with gangs.
Tell me about the Disciples.
One of Neon's biggest gangs. We mostly operate in Ebbside, like the Strikers.
Strange that you're hanging out here, considering this is sort of Ebbside Striker territory, but... Will taking you with me get me on the Disciples' bad side?
No, of course not. I wouldn't involve you in any kind of trouble. The gang's leaders know I'm planning to take a contract job off-world.
I mean, we're sort of planning to maybe even take out the Disciples. So, I don't know if this is a good idea, but you know what? Screw it. As long as you're willing to fight for me, I don't care who else you work for.
Thanks. That's a big relief. You wouldn't be the first person to turn me down when they found out. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss my salary. Loyal service doesn't come free. Not when I have debts to pay off. I'll accept your standard going rate, not a credit less.
12,000 creds. Nah. I can't afford to pay you in full right now, but let's negotiate.
Okay, as long as you aren't trying to screw me.
Look, who knows how long it's gonna be before you get another offer.
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Okay, fine, I'll take it. Something's better than nothing.
Cool, half price. So this is the standard salary for my crew.
Works for me. I'm ready to start whenever.
Sweet. Alright, so... do we have all the people on the ship? Maybe? Let's just take a look here. So Vasco, Sarah, Sam, Andreja. Yeah, okay, I think we've got everyone on the ship already. So, Sophia, can we... Yeah, no, we can't. Yeah, we've reached the maximum number of crew, so all good. I don't know why it says 3 out of 4 here, though. Like, that seems really odd to me.
I have a couple things to sort out here, then I'll head to my post. This is going to be fantastic! I've been waiting my entire life to get out of Neon. So long, Captain.
Sweet. Okay. I wonder if you could just, like, hire any person that hangs around in bars and stuff.
They don't have places
Yeah,
like
fusion
this in
systems
Aquila, that's for
specialist.
sure.
We can hire this person, I guess.
Hey there.
Have we spoken to this person before? Diosdado Kiko?
Aurora.
Oh, yes, yeah, we have. We have. Race, yeah, she's that thief.
Glad to see you home safe, Captain.
I think we've spoken to this straight hose guy as well. About that slate, I think. Anyway, let's load up on some velocity here.
Velocity's such a I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble. But of course, mon chaton.
Alright. Let's do some velocity blue. We'll buy all of it. And, you know, we could possibly just sell a few things here. that we don't exactly need. Do we need this for anything? I don't really think so. Supernova. Okay, plus 12% persuasion chance. Water. Don't need water. Yeah, we've got a lot of like wines and stuff like that. I think a lot of this stuff might be weighing us down. So I should actually be using some of this stuff more often. Especially when we know that we might be convincing or persuading people. Alright. Let's get going. So what do we need to do next? We do need to acquire the Disciples' Slate. And I think after that, probably going to just take a look at delivering more aluminium to Hope Tech. And perhaps maybe in the next episode we might try to pick up another power and then refocus back to confronting Rotten Hope about what we've discovered. Again, we have been putting the Vanguard mission on ice for a very long time, and I feel like we should really try and go back to that as soon as possible. So anyway, this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, definitely leave a like down below. Stay true. I'll see you guys in the next one.